So let me ask y'all something, right? Have you ever given so much that you feel empty? Like, especially as a community organizer. I'm a creative. Most of the people here is this in the creative community. We're talking about serving communities and being a creative. So that's why I'm asking, like, have you ever felt just drained or completely empty? Well, in this video, right, today we're going to just talk about being able to maintain your energy, the lessons I've learned, most importantly, on how to do that, and then just more deeper stuff, right? We're gonna get into spirituality, business, all of that vibes. So yeah, let's get it. When you're from where I'm from, right, where it's poverty, it's the streets, it's the hood, it's the ghetto, right? And it really shapes your worldview. But I had to have some self-reflection for myself where it's like, even if y'all notice I cut my hair and really stepping into a different voice and a different vision of myself, where it's like the most intimate, thoughtful sentiments of myself come from before all of that traumatic events. So a lot of what brings us to this space and helps us find our gifts are those adversities we go through. But what they're truly doing is revealing the true core of who we are. So that's why I like talking on the convergence, which just means how things align and how they come together. It's like I like how culture and my skills and my spirituality and the current state of events and affairs in the world all align at this time. It makes me feel very significant. So I know a lot of people are looking for that significance in the communities I'm from. They're looking for certainty. They're looking for growth. They're looking for contribution. You feel what I'm saying? Like they try and get their needs taken care of. So that's what I want to talk about today because a lot of what we do starts in the community and trying to help people and like give them the tools that they need to survive and live. But a lot of that don't come together well if you're not yourself organized. It really starts with you. Like once you organize, once you know who you are, what you do it for, you understand your why, who you gonna serve, what you gonna do to provide that, how you gonna go about it, like all of those things get answered, then a lot of this stuff becomes that much more clear. So ever since I've been 18, I've been trying to figure out all this stuff on my own, right? Where it's like how I'm gonna get money, how I'm gonna find love, who I'm gonna trust, like everything that a person can imagine in their life. I'm trying to figure all of that out by myself since I was like 18, right? So the main reason why I started the creative community, I started a platform for myself and all of that stuff is because I needed it. It was for my survival. But then I came to understand what balance really looked like, right? Because a lot of those adversities brought out the dopeness you see today, the skills, the attributes, the inspiration, and the vision. But then I also started realizing as I wanted to grow more, right? I was limited. Like I was not only limited from the people in my environment, the people I had learned from, but I was also limited in my beliefs from the experiences that I had. Now, mind you, it didn't seem so apparent because I'm exceeding and I'm exceptional and I'm more advanced than the people around me, right? I'm making more music. I'm making more money from that music. I've got my own venue. I'm making my own merch. I'm producing my own content. People are showing me admiration. They showing me affiliation. You dig what I'm saying? I get to move how I want to move. A lot of things, spiritual health, spiritual wealth, emotional healing, like all of these things was coming to me. So I never really realized like what was my true vision, what was my true purpose, how big my imagination really was, and how big things could really be for me. And I started realizing, going back and reflecting on the core of who I am. And it brought me some introspection, start journaling, start exercising, start talking to people who I really trust around me and develop dope relationships with. And it came to me, it hit me. It was like, man, you are number one, always governed by and got principles and morals. That's what you govern by. But where'd you get those things? Oh, from your family. And where'd your family get it from? Grandma, and then you go further, and then our lineage, and then it's like it ends with this the Most High. I just gotta say it plainly and clearly because this one of them channels where we're gonna keep it real. Everybody might not believe in the same God, the same, provider, the same source. You dig what I'm saying? Same creator. But when I'm saying the Most High, when I'm saying God, when I'm saying Jah, when I'm saying Allah, when I'm saying Jehovah, like y'all already know what time it is, right? The all-knowing, the universe, all of these things. Like I've always had good relationship and good source of guidance within. And I always know I'm doing the right thing because the impossible happens. Things that only with good faith and fortitude and belief in something greater than yourself, it's going to come together. So I'm going to end it on that note with community is just a externalization of the communion you have within. You dig? You know, I'm going to rap a little bit to you because you know I do art. You feel me? It's like when you're doing and dealing with communion within, then you're going to channel and resonate with like how you want to show up in public, and then people going to attract to it and be like, oh yeah, that's the vibe that I'm on, or that's the vibe that I'm looking to get on. You don't really even got to promote. You don't got to put yourself out there too much. Like all of those things just start coming together. So let's get into the next part of the video though, because I don't want to just bog you down with that, but I wanted to tap in on just what it looks like to get to a balanced state, right? Like there might be some disharmony and dysfunction in your life. It'll reveal to you your purpose. You dig what I mean? And then once you revealed your purpose, then you want to learn how you can integrate that into a society or an environment or a place that maybe you've never seen it, and you won't get that resistance. And so how do you cope? How do you reside within yourself? How do you live with yourself? How do you love yourself through all that resistance and pushback? Well, you're going to need a source. You're going to need something that's greater than yourself that can lend to you. So whether you got dope parents, dope community, dope support system, I'm talking to most people who don't got that, right? We weren't fortunate to all have that, but we blessed to have what we had when we needed it. So that's what I mean by having God in your life. That's what was able to help me find balance personally. So just let me in the comments, right? Let me know what gives you balance. You dig? And we're going to get to the next part. I think to go along with that and equally important, right, is a phrase that I came up with where it's like, I'm working on the fruits of the spirit because the fruits of my labor, I always got to keep working to keep having, you know what I mean, the fruits of my labor, but the fruits of the spirit are abundant, right? They forever. They come in things that's like you can't buy, right? The fruits of the spirit, if you a metaphysical person, if you someone with good fortune and faith in your life, if you a God-fearing person, God-loving person, however way you word it, if you really be on some spiritual vibes, you know what I mean by the fruits of the spirit: joy, love, peace, harmony. You dig? Just having virtues, morals, principles. You know what I mean? Having a good heart, like stuff like that. You can't really buy that. And no matter how much, famous you get, how much, money you get, how many, lovers you have, it's like you can't fill certain voids. Only, something greater than yourself, something spiritual can fill that. You can know all the knowledge in the world. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by the fruits of the spirit. I used to be, I'm all about the fruits of my labor as well. I always want to be compensated effectively, fairly, and in the ways that I should be. What I earned is what I should be given. But it's also like, how long you going to work? How long you going to validate your purpose and your value and your meaning in life by just how much you work? Because you could be working, winning 10 Grammys, and then somebody still say you didn't write your lyrics. Or you could be working, trying to preserve how people look in our community, and people will say you boring. You know what I mean? So it's like extending yourself all the way out to just working to see the vision that you have in the world and the way you want to see yourself. It's a risky move, and we've seen a lot of people lose themselves on that journey. I can even say that's how I started feeling, because I know the real me. So when I start seeing and moving in a certain way that isn't in alignment with that, I'll be like, wait a second. This is just me attempting to get ahead. This is me just trying to get some money. This is me just trying to stay in the loop, when really I know this ain't what I really desire to do, or what I really care about, what really cares about me, what really is committed to me, what's really devoted to me. So, you know what I mean? You want to lock in with what serves you. You don't want to keep working forever. So that's why I want to talk about the fruits of the spirit a little bit. I ain't going to go too crazy because this is not a religious channel. And facts, I just came in with the new haircut. So y'all probably think I'm going through some kind of like some type of vibe. But this is how I always been. You feel me? So that's what I'm going to leave y'all with this segment. You know what I mean? This is just like episode 2. I'm working on just putting all of these together, comprising them, putting on YouTube. But there's just so many videos that I already got to share with y'all, from interviews and performances and stuff. So whenever y'all do get an opportunity to see this, whether it's in real time, like when I really just finalize editing it, or maybe if it's in a few years, I hope this resonates. I hope you subscribe. I hope you follow. I hope you do whichever you got to do. And if nothing else, you can go to my website. It's currently buyfromtj.com, but if it ever changes, I'll put it in the description or wherever you gain this information at. You dig? So bless up. We out of here.